Everyone, so recently I visited Delhi with my family and we decided to explore one of the city's most breathtaking places, the historic Humayun's Tomb. The moment we entered the Humayun's Tomb complex, it felt like we had stepped into another world. The air was calm, the gardens were endless, and everything around had this peaceful old world charm. The first structure we reached was this stunning red sandstone building. We didn't know it then, but it was actually Isa Khan's tomb. The architecture was so beautiful that we couldn't stop admiring it. Those tall arches, intricate designs, and small domes all looked so grand and artistic. The whole area around it was so quiet and green. We took a lot of pictures there. Every angle looked perfect. Later, I found out that Isa Khan's tomb is even older than Humayun's tomb. It was built during Sher Shah Suri's time for a noble named Isa Khan Niazi, and it's one of the best examples of pre-Mughal architecture. Look at this wall, so beautiful, and it makes you wonder how many centuries it has silently witnessed. Every wall, every corner, every doorway felt like it was taking us back to that very era of history. Seeing those tombs gave such a strange, indescribable feeling. The walls, the magnificent ceiling, all silently telling their own stories. Oh, it was such an overwhelming experience. When we finally came outside, it felt as if we had just woken up from a dream. After that, we took lots of pictures trying to capture every bit of that magical place. Honestly, at that moment, we were just enjoying it, walking around, talking, laughing, and soaking in the peaceful vibe. None of us even noticed the board. We thought it was Humayun's tomb itself. When we finally asked a guard, he smiled and said, "No, this is Isa Khan's tomb. The main Humayun tomb is still far ahead." We were so shocked and laughed at ourselves. How could we miss that? But by then, time was running out. My sister decided to rest in the garden because she was feeling a little tired, and I quickly started walking towards the main tomb. The sun was setting, and everything was covered in that soft golden light. And then I saw it, the main Humayun's tomb from far away. It looked so majestic that for a moment I just stood there in awe. The huge dome, the red sandstone walls, the white marble detailing, everything looked unreal. This beautiful monument was built by Empress Hamida Banu Begum in memory of Emperor Humayun, and it's India's first garden tomb. In fact, it later inspired the design of the Taj Mahal. The surrounding Charbagh gardens, divided with water channels and walkways, makes the whole place feel so calm and balanced. The moment I saw the main building, it instantly reminded me of the Taj Mahal. Truly, Shah Jahan must have taken a lot of inspiration from Humayun's tomb while creating that masterpiece. The symmetry, the arches, and the blend of red sandstone with white marble, everything looked so grand and graceful. Standing there, I couldn't help but admire the craftsmanship and the vision behind such timeless beauty. We walked through the garden and then climbed the high stairs leading to the main platform. The stairs were steep, but we didn't feel tired. We were too excited. When we finally reached the top, the view literally took my breath away. The architecture up close was even more fascinating. The perfect arches, the fine marble inlays, and the geometric precision in every wall showed how skilled the artisans were centuries ago. The red sandstone looked richer in the setting sun, and the marble dome glowed softly, almost as if it was lit from within. The corridors around the tomb were wide and airy, with symmetrical windows offering glimpses of the sky and gardens below. Watching the sunset from there was magical. The sky was painted in shades of gold and orange, and the whole place looked like a painting. I have heard people say that the sunset here is one of the most beautiful in the world, and after seeing it, I completely agree. There is a terrace all around the building, and from there you can see the huge green garden, tall trees, and the fountains sparkling in the golden light. The terrace walls were quite low, so they were warning not to go too close, but we wandered around carefully, exploring every corner. Outside the main structure, there were several small tombs too, each with its own charm. When we went inside the main tomb, it was almost dark. We switched on our mobile torches, and in that dim light, the calmness inside felt serene. In the center was the Maqbara, the resting place of Emperor Humayun. We stood there quietly for a while, recited Surah Fatiha, and just absorbed the peace of that moment. It felt special, being there surrounded by so much beauty and history. Evening had fallen and the sun had almost set. Birds were flying back to their nest, and there was a soft, mysterious hum in the sky. The whole atmosphere felt so beautiful, peaceful yet alive in its own quiet way. By the time we came out, the sun had already set. The sky was deep blue and the gardens were slowly getting quiet. Then suddenly we heard a lot of birds chirping together from a thick tree near the exit. It was such a beautiful sound, almost like nature was saying goodbye to the day. We finally left the place with our heart full of peace and so many beautiful memories. For me, Humayun's Tomb is not just a historical monument. It's an experience, a reminder of our rich heritage and place where time stands still. So guys, if you ever visit Delhi, make sure you visit this serene place. Go in the evening, watch the sunset and just feel the peace around you. You'll fall in love with it just like we did. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.